must realize you are doomed.
What's happening, everybody? Thank you for doing the Scoundrel Podcast. This segment we like to call At the Helm, where we talk about movie news and rumors. So this is episode 5, At the Helm. Me and Rich. Rich, how you doing?
Doing great. How about you, man?
All right, man. There's a couple things that happened this week that's in the news. We're gonna get right into it and talk to you guys about it and let you know what we think about it, and put your comments down below what you guys think about it as we go through each topic. All right. So, topic number 1 we got here: Mickey Rourke. Are you a big fan of Mickey Rourke, the actor?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty. I like him as well. I loved him in The Wrestler. That's what he's really known for. Such a great performance in there. Yeah. But he's in the news right now because he was doing an interview, right? And one of the questions was like, "Hey, what did you think about Tom Cruise's Maverick reaching over $1 billion, and what do you think about that for him?" And basically what he just said was he didn't give a shit. He said Tom Cruise was irrelevant and has no talent, and said that he plays the same damn role ever since he started. Dude, whoa. I could not believe he said this. With me telling you this right now, it sounds like you just found out as well when I just told you this.
Yeah.
What is your immediate reactions to Mickey Rourke saying this about Tom Cruise?
My immediate reaction is, what the hell did Tom Cruise do to Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, for real.
That's like something you might, say in your head, or, keep inside. But to say that, out in public and while being interviewed, right? He was being interviewed.
Yeah, he was being interviewed. I think it was in the UK.
Crazy. That's crazy that he just came out and said that.
Yeah, that's totally crazy. Now, trust me, like I said, we just said we like Mickey Rourke. He's a good actor. I don't know if it's a little sense of jealousy, or it even sounds like it's something personal.
Yeah,
something that happened maybe. So, I mean, for him to actually say that, like, come on, man. Tom Cruise is relevant. He's a good actor, and him saying that he played the same roles. No, he didn't. I mean, he played in Rayman, a great movie with Dustin Hoffman. He played Born on the 4th of July.
Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky was different.
Yeah, it was different. Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire.
I mean, he just didn't play all these action roles and cocktail and risky business roles.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played a few good men with Jack Nicholson.
Oblivion.
Valkyrie.
Go on and on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just has
go on and on with him.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy that he said that. He's pretty wrong. Me and you both strongly disagree with this.
Yeah,
man.
I disagree with that.
And I'm not saying, trying to throw shade at Mickey Rourke, but I just thought, man, like you just said, what the hell did Tom Cruise do to him, man?
Yeah.
Maybe he had something with his girl or something. I don't know. It took a role for him possibly, where forgot to pick up the tab for this man. But what did you guys think about that? You think that's pretty crazy what Mickey Rourke was saying? Or maybe he was, I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it, that interview that day, and was just tired and just said some crazy ass shit. But man, that was crazy that he
there might be some supporters, backing on Mickey Rourke, because there's some people out there who don't like Tom Cruise at all.
That is true. No, you're right. I do know a couple people who don't really care for Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm. But for him to say he's irrelevant and has no talent, I don't know about that. That's pretty harsh. Crazy. I mean, I could see not liking somebody, but even you're an actor yourself. He's basically, a colleague of yours. Basically, just say, you know what? I'm not a big fan, but congratulations to him. That's wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something simple like in that. You didn't have to go and bash the brother like that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's our first topic of the day with Mickey Rourke saying it about Tom Cruise. All right. Our topic number 2, folks, is going to be about the Duffer brothers. Yes, I said Duffer. It really is Duffer, but I'm calling them the Duffer, and I'll tell you why. But anyways, so they're starting a company called the Upside Down Company, and they're doing different projects. One of the projects, I guess, this past week that we found out is they're going to be, their production company is going to be involved, and they're going to be involved in a reboot of Deathnote with Netflix. So, yeah, exactly. So I don't know if people remember, but I think it was like 2 years ago or a couple years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Netflix already did a Death Note movie.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't well received. What do you think about this news of the Duffer brothers? I know it's Duffer. I'm just saying they're Duffer, and I'll tell you why. What do you think about this news about them, behind a reboot series, I believe, of Death Note?
Well, you know what? I love the anime, the Death Note anime, and the best. I know Netflix did their own version, and it was horrible. They changed so many different things from the anime, and the only big bright spot was the fact that they had Willem Dafoe as Ryu. So
yes,
I would love to see. It's not. I wouldn't love it, but it couldn't get much worse than the one that Netflix did the last time.
Wow.
So I would actually like to see what they could do. I know you're probably against it, but I would like to see as long as they get William Dafoe again, because I mean he played.
Well, if he at least voices him,
yeah, he played him perfect.
He did. You were right about that. That was the best bright spot of that movie.
That was the only bright spot. Yeah.
I'm getting tired of some of these productions of Hollywood and directors thinking that they can take on these animes into movies, and the track record sucks for it.
Yeah.
The animes are just leave it alone. I mean, I know they try to do Scarlett Johansson, bring a main leading actress like that playing in Ghost in the Shell. No, I mean, and that was a famous anime back in the day. Just leave it alone. I'll mention it, but I don't even want to talk about that trash they did with Dragon Ball Evolution. It was called. That was such trash. You couldn't even believe they even. Yeah. Anyways, but just stuff like that. If it's not like anime and the original anime creators behind it, don't do it.
Yeah.
But that's not the only reason why I'm talking about the Duffer brothers. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna go off a little track off here, but a couple weeks ago, Volume 2 came out for Stranger Things, and Millie Bobby Brown was being interviewed, and she was like, they were asking about certain things, and she was going on about, there's a lot of characters now in the realm. And this is before Volume 2 came out, and right before it was released. And she's like, we got to start cutting some of these characters off, she says, type deal and everything. And
there she was saying it's got to be like, she wants to be like a Game of
Thrones, right?
Yeah.
And so about a week or two ago, the Duffer brothers, I'm going to keep calling them that, so chill. So the Duffer brothers replied to that Millie Bobby Brown comment finally like 2 weeks ago, saying that, that's crazy. She's like, we're not Game of Thrones. We don't do that, this and that. And yeah, you don't. Because I don't know if it's just a bitter taste still left in my mouth with that Volume 2, but I'm still bitter about it. I thought that we talked about earlier in our review about the Boys finale.
Yeah.
Man, that Stranger Things finale just really left a bitter taste to me. And the reason why, I'm against them doing this as well as the Death Note is because you don't have the balls to do it right, to do it justice. Because you didn't have the balls to do your own show right and do it justice and kick some of these people off saying you're not that type of show or whatever. No, it's not saying about that type of show. It's you just chopping some of these characters off, dude. Like, come on, some of the main ones. You got so many people from season 1 still on there who's going to be on season 5. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the reason why it's just like they don't have no balls then. That's what they showed me, how they answered that Millie Bobby Brown question. And I just, like I said, I just think we'll see when it comes out. But I'm not digging it at all. I'm not digging it whatsoever with this Death Note business. All right, you guys are hearing me like, what the hell's this problem with the different brothers? I know, probably don't even make sense. I still got that bitter taste in my mouth, Rich. But
go see our review of Stranger Things, the finale of Volume 2.
Yeah,
and then you'll see why he's so bitter.
So just so bitter, just so bitter about it. But our topic number 3, I know you got our topic number 3, Rich. What is that?
Yeah. Did you ever grow up a Winnie the Pooh fan, Dave?
Do bears shit in woods? Of course. Who hasn't?
growing up, did you ever imagine, I loved Winnie the Pooh so much as a kid. I would love to see him axe murder people. Did you ever imagine that?
No. Hey,
So,
imagine him offering me some of his honey. Shit.
Blood and Honey. That's the name of this movie. So I don't even know who the creators were, but someone decided to turn this lovable little bear that we grew up watching as kids into an axe murderer. And I remember seeing stills of this coming out, like little pictures and everything coming out.
Yeah.
And it was just like, just out of nowhere, out of the blue, people were talking about this. But now they officially released a movie poster, a poster for the movie,
an actual movie poster.
Yeah,
wow.
And it's actually gonna happen. I know they showed like some pictures a couple weeks back. They showed some of the scenes, and it's just crazy that it's actually gonna happen. They're gonna do a killer Winnie the Pooh. And, from what the photos show, it looks like it's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Those are the two murderers. So I'm just like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about you're one of the biggest like horror movie guys that I know. So how do you feel? Are you actually gonna go watch this? Like, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I am gonna watch, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a low budget film too. It's gonna be pretty raunchy or kind of silly, like cheesy and everything, a little bit of cringy. But I dig some of that stuff. So I see like a creator just saying, I'm gonna make a movie about and have the characters. But I thought it would. I kind of find it the actual masks on the poster down below kind of pretty cool. I thought that was pretty creative. You also got I think they showed Piglet down there as well. So I thought that was pretty different. It's a little different thinking, and of course I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. And I'm surprised because how big it is as far as the attention getting. It's getting some big attention. It's getting some big attention. And I think the creators are like, holy shit, we might got something here. So that's why they even came out with probably this poster, thinking like, wow, we're getting some good traction, and they're probably just on LSD right now, writing the script. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, really?
Dude, like this movie's getting so much attention, and it hasn't even dropped like an official trailer yet. It's just been like a bunch of stills and a movie poster. The creators have to be like, wow, man, this is getting a lot of attention. Now we got to deliver.
I can see. Yeah, I can see if this does decent. I can see Jason Blumhouse be like, "Fuck, why didn't I think about that?"
He's gonna start Killer Peter Pan.
Killer exactly. Everything. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, for real though. Anyways, yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, but would you check it out?
Oh yeah.
Are you kind of interested, even though?
You know what? I'm thinking back. I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember they did a Killer Pinocchio? Do you remember that?
I heard of it. I don't think I've ever watched it.
You never watched it, huh?
Pinocchio's Revenge.
I think that's what it was.
That what
right?
it was
yeah.
called?
So that was a very low budget like horror movie that dealt with Pinocchio killing people. So this isn't the first time they've done this. That one wasn't as obviously, that was way back in the day. There wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't any of this stuff. So this stuff is getting like you really promoted hard. This Winnie the Pooh one, Killer Pooh, whatever. But I mean, I want to check it out. I want to see what they actually do with it.
Yeah, I mean, real quick question too, though. Just on this topic. Now, just hearing how it's being kind of like directed or whatever, or written kind of, and what the characters kind of look like, instead of actually seeing the visual effects like we have been with the with the stills and the poster and everything, would you still be interested if you didn't see the visuals, like if you were hearing this from somebody else?
It probably would have fell to the wayside, just like I heard about that Killer Pinocchio movie, but I never went to go watch. I never even rented it or anything. So this movie definitely would have just came and gone, and I wouldn't even like noticed. Yeah.
All right, folks, we spent enough time on Winnie the Pooh there, the killer bear. Topic number 4, Rich. So we all know the big controversy that happened this past year with your boy, the Fresh Prince, Will Smith. The slap heard around the world. You got, suspended for 10 years from the Academy and whatnot.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple projects that we've heard that have been, pushed back with him, I guess.
Yeah.
Just because of all the stuff, bad publicity he's been getting. So recently on Ebony, Martin Lawrence was being interviewed and being talked to. And Martin Lawrence, they came up with a question, about Will Smith, what happened to him basically. And then they asked him, was asked for an update on regarding Bad Boys 4. The franchise star was asked whether Will Smith's recent controversy at the Oscars, in which he slapped Chris Rock after a joke regarding Jada Pinkett Smith, his wife, had affected the development on the sequel. And what Martin said was he remained confident in the film's chances, saying that we at least got one more. Now, what do you think about his comment about that he's very confident that there's going to be one more, whether it's, the next year, 2 years, or 3 years, but he said there's at least one more, and Will Smith will be involved in that, Bad Boys forever and ever and ever, I guess you will say. But what do you think about that and them actually wanting to do another Bad Boys?
I mean, honestly, who out there doesn't like the Bad Boys franchise that they've created? I mean, from the first one, the second one, I mean, the third one too, but I think he's hoping in the next couple of years this all gets forgotten. I don't know how fast it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen within the year or two, but I think he's hoping that this all gets forgotten, and then Will Smith can come out and do his thing on Bad Boys with him, and people won't really, think too much about what happened a couple years ago. So that's how I think he's viewing this is gonna go down.
Yeah, for me with Will Smith, people make mistakes, and he's being punished. He's doing the consequences of being, out of the Academy for 10 years. I'm not saying, I know publicly the movie studios got to push away a little bit, but you know what? They let so many others, actors with records and stuff still act. They still, entertainers, musicians still do what they got to do, even though they're in controversy all the time. And I mean, you never really heard Will Smith in controversy in all his luxurious career that he's had until this past year at the Oscars. And like I said, people make mistakes. They deserve a second chance. And I believe that, like you were saying, I think Martin's right. He's confident. I'm confident. After a couple of years, hopefully, won't be forgotten, but at least he'll be forgiven. Okay, we're gonna start bringing him in slowly here. Start getting him some, maybe not maybe starring, but maybe co-starring some roles and stuff like that, and supporting actor roles, and then just get him back into the mix, and he'll be starting some roles again. What did you think about the Bad Boys itself getting another sequel? You already told me, right? You said you're not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know. I mean, I love the Bad Boys. It's just been so many years of gaps, 10 years from the second one, I think, and the third one or something like that. I mean, it's been long since the second one. Actually, it was almost 20 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Long
from
time.
2 to 3. Yeah. From 2 to 3 was a long time.
And I thought that kind of put it to rest, them getting older too in that movie. But maybe they realized, they were surprised how good it did. Because remember, I know it happened during the pandemic, but that was one of the brightest highlights movies that came out that year because of the pandemic. And it got so many views and watches and good reviews because that was about the best thing that came out that whole year. I mean, really, especially in theaters, because it came out right before we hit the pandemic. It came out that January, and I think March is where we hit that pandemic, I believe, in that year.
Yeah,
but
I think it was around that.
Yeah, but what do you guys think out there? Do you think Will Smith, Martin Lawrence should be confident Will Smith is going to be in the next Bad Boys? And are you wanting another Bad Boys film after the last one? Write your comments down below. Let us know your thoughts. You know what, folks? I think this is it for At the Helm, episode 5. If you like this video, please give us a woo and share with your friends and everybody. And please get involved. Share your comments. We truly appreciate you. You can check us out on our YouTube channel and our Spotify podcast, Scoundrel Podcast. For Dave and Rich, peace.